Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today is day 3 of me posting 4 times on my YouTube channel, which would be 2 YouTube videos and 2 YouTube short videos. So I hope you guys go ahead and check out my previous videos so you can see what I've been doing, because I've been working hard and it's been very hard to remember to post constantly. But today I'm doing an acrylic overlay. Her nails, as you can see, is very short. I'm working with literally nothing. But I will be giving her, a little length, because I feel like if you're going to do an overlay, you might as well just have a little length on your nails. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. The first thing you do is use a sanding bit to take off all the shine off the natural nails. A lot of people ask me why I do not use cuticle pushers. I used to use it in the beginning when I first started doing nails, but I learned that you don't really necessarily have to use a cuticle pusher. You can use any cuticle bit, or you can just use the sanding bit to kind of like go very close around the cuticle, and that's what I do all the time. Like if you look at right here, I'm very, very close to the cuticle, and that's how I'm able to take down any dead skin. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with my young nail swipe. One thing that is very important is before you apply your young nail protein bond after the swipe, you want to make sure your nails get right back ashy. You see how it looks when it's dry? You want to make sure it's not wet at all. You want to make sure it completely dries, and then go in with the young nails protein bond, which you would apply to the nail 2 times. When I was a beginner, I used to have a lot of lifting. And one of the reasons why I came to realize why I have a lot of lifting is, one, because I used to not really dust the nails off really good. And if you don't dust the nails off really good, it can cause lifting. Another thing is I used to use Mia's Secret prep, but I decided to start using young nails because once I seen that I kept on using Mia's Secret and I kept on getting lifting. I had some clients that had lifting, some clients that didn't. I started using young nails. Young nails really changed my entire nail game, because ever since I started using young nails, I have not had no lifting in my nails. I'm not saying Mia's Secret is bad, because I still use Mia's Secret now, but I just use their acrylic powders. I use their monomers sometimes, but I prefer Young Nails monomer now, but I was using it when I was a beginner. So y'all, tell me why I went to my nail store, right? And I'm in a nail store and I'm just looking at all the acrylics. This guy tell me this Anthony Vincent acrylic is like not polished. It's a dupe for not polished. That's exactly what he told me. So I'm like, okay. Not polished is one of my favorite brands. I love not polished. So let me check this one out. I do not like it. I do not like it at all. I don't like the consistency of it at all. I just really don't like it. I mean, I had to work with it because I paid my money and I'm not wasting my money. But it's not for me. It's not a brand that I would, recommend, or I would not use it again. I wouldn't buy any more from them, but it's really not for me. Maybe it'll probably do good if you a type of person that do a lot of dip powders, but I like to just use acrylic. So this right here is not, it ain't cut it. The color came out pretty though. That's what I can say. It did come out cute, but it's not for me. One of the reasons why I feel like it was not a good acrylic is because it had pieces of glitter. Nowhere on the color chart did it show any glitter. It was pieces of pink in it, like chalk pink in it. The color looked like it's marbling. I don't know. I just don't like it at all. But you guys give it a try. It did say it is a dip, and it could be used for a dip and acrylic, but not for me. But this is what I get, because Once you find a good brand, don't try to go the cheap way out, because it's gonna be hard to kind of find something better than what you already like. And that's what happened to me right now. Like, I'm trying to, try it because it's a little $8.99. Let me try it because it's cheap. And they put it on sale, $8.99 compared to $18 for not polished. I'm going to say, okay, let me try the $8.99. Nope. I spent my $18 at not polished. So basically with an acrylic overlay, all you want to do is place a bead. I go in with a big bead and not too close to the cuticle in the beginning, but I do push it up into the cuticles, not flooding it, but I try to get as close to the cuticle as I can. And then I just pull the acrylic down with my brush and shape the sides into a square. And I go underneath the nail to make sure I'm able to drill underneath so the acrylic is not so thick in the bottom. So you want the acrylic to look as natural as possible, because remember, it's an overlay, so it's like short and natural. That's the kind of look you want to go for. And of course, I kept stopping to ask my client, did she like the color? Did she find anything wrong with it? She liked it. She didn't care. She said she don't see nothing wrong with the acrylic, because I was trying to explain it to her, but she was like, ain't nothing wrong with it. So we kept on going. So I just say this, don't be afraid to ask your client if they like something, because I'd rather them tell me now before they walk out the door, and then they talk about you and they say, oh, I didn't like it, or this was that, or how people could be sometimes. I'm gonna speak for myself. When I was a beginner, I probably was like, I want to say 6 months in of doing nails. I had a client, she came, she wanted me to do the set on her, and she came for a refill. At the time, I was literally putting the clear acrylic down first, then drilling it off, and then giving them a new color. I don't do that no more because it takes too much time. But I was doing that, and then she wanted a new color with an orange base. Like I posted before. But she didn't like the nails. And I kept on telling her, like, asking her, like, hey, do you like it? Do you like it? No, I like it. I like it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm like, I'm not too much sure about the design. This is my first time ever doing it. I explained it to her. Oh, no, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Tell me why the moment she walked out the door, she bashing me all over Instagram. And putting, telling people this and telling people that, but she never once tagged me. How I seen it was because she was following my sister, and then my sister seen it, and my sister was like, that's weird. Like, if you didn't like it, why you just ain't tell my sister that? She would have changed it. And I'm like, yo, I would have changed your nails. Like, if you didn't like it, I didn't like it. Sometimes it's okay. Like, me as a nail tech, I'm the real one. I'm going to tell you straight up. My clients know. If it's a new design for me to try and I don't like it, I'm going to tell you, I don't too much care about this design. I don't too much like it. I don't know if I'm not doing it right. I'm going to let you know. As a beginner, you guys, you want to make sure you tell your clients straight up, I know how to do this, I don't know how to do this. I have this color, I don't have that color. You want to tell them straight up, because when they come to you, they're expecting you to do this and do that and do 3D flowers and do this, and you don't know how to do it, but you're so scared to say, I don't know how to do it. No, you have to say you don't know how to do it, because they will. Well, I'm not going to say they, because some people not like that, but some people will go and make a joke out of you, and they will sit here and say, yeah, such and such did my nails, and go on Instagram and try to put you on the shade room saying what I asked for, versus what I got. I don't find that funny, because I feel like, some people really do be a beginner. They be a beginner, but you have to tell people, I am a beginner. I don't know how to do this. but I know how to do that. If you don't know how to do a design, okay, I don't know how to do that design, but I know how to do some bling. Let me put you on some bling. Do you want to get bling, or just don't do the design at all? But be real with yourself and be real with your clients. And I know y'all probably looking at this video like, this look kind of crazy. But once I shape it up and file it and everything, it's going to look way better. Trust me. Just trust the process, okay? When you're doing your overlay, you want to make sure you tuck the acrylic in the bottom, so that way when the person nails grow out, their real nail grow out, they don't have acrylic just stuck under there and their nails is able to grow out. I'm using my 80 grit Pana nail file, which is on Amazon. It's on my Amazon storefront. And the key to shaping the nail is when you're shaping, you want to go underneath the nail and then go straight across. So here I'm going underneath the nail and then straight. So you're going to keep on doing that until it has a square shape. This nail, I feel like I kind of over filed it or over drilled it, one of them. But I did fix it at the end. When you're drilling, you want to make sure you seal in the cuticles as well. And with because this is an overlay and it's no tip, there's a lot of acrylic under there. You want to make sure you get it as thin as possible so it can look very natural. I know I'm kind of out of frame, but what I keep on doing is pulling the skin down so that way I can be able to go underneath it and get all the extra acrylic that's underneath it. Remember, her nails is super short, so it's no real nail underneath there. If she had a longer, her natural nails was way longer, I wouldn't have to go through all this. But because she have no nail and I had to literally make her a nail, it's acrylic that's underneath it. That's just like when I do my acrylic toes. If you're a nail tech and you do acrylic toes, then you probably will kind of understand where I'm coming from. But it's just because she don't have no nail there, so it's no base. So of course the acrylic that's underneath it is underneath the real nail. Well, the short nail. I don't know how to explain it, but I just try to make sure it's thin. Now I'm going in with my sanding bit just to smooth out the nail and take down any extra acrylic that I didn't take out the first time. So this is where I fixed the nail. I just added a little bit more acrylic on there. I just felt like the size of the corner, it was a little bit too much in, and I wanted to give more of a wider square, if that makes sense. I don't know if y'all see what I'm saying, but I just kind of didn't like the shape it was giving. It wasn't really giving square. It was giving more of a rounded square nail, and I didn't like that. Now that's way better. Now that's giving square. And I just filed it up a little bit more just to make it sharp. I'm using my gel top coat from D&D. If you look very closely in the nail, you can see the little dots of pink still, which I feel like, I don't know, they didn't really do a good job with this acrylic. Like, I don't know why it looks like that. This is why sometimes I be kind of scared to try new acrylics, because I use Not Polished, Valentino, and Young Nails. Those are like my 3 top acrylics that I use, and I love them. But I be scared to try other brands because sometimes it don't be giving what I'm already used to. So sometimes you gotta stick to what you know. And I know those acrylics can get a little pricey, but you know, stick to what you know. Mia Secret is a good one too. Mia Secret is good too for beginners. I used to use Mia Secret acrylic too. I still use it to now. Later on today, I will be posting my second video. Please comment down below what should be my next video. What do you guys want to learn? What y'all want me to teach y'all? Here is the final look of the overlay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.